Hi guys, the Farboid from the table game. I'm doing Civilization 4 Rise and Falls of Civilization, and I'm playing as the Egyptians. And I'm going for historical victory, which is basically just getting a whole lot of culture and wonders and things. Playing on a Monarch difficulty, and just to let you know, I am recording after I've done this, so yes. Maybe a bit confusing for myself. I can't remember exactly what's actually going on, but I'll try to explain exactly what I'm doing. And yes, I'll be doing this as single player, and the others will be doing things as well, which should be good and interesting. Right now I'm just sending that warrior down there, get the tribal village. Fortunately, it's only monarchy. On emperor difficulty, far more difficult. Get stuff like, oh, just barbarians all the time, hostile tribal villages, which are incredibly annoying. Getting a worker there so I can get that stone early, because if you don't get the stone early, you're not going to get Stonehenge, you're not going to get culture, you're not going to get the pyramids, which you need. There's another tribal village just there, and this guy's going down to get tribal village, which is closest to the west coast, which is just there. I got a map in gold so far, which is pretty poor. Gold from the tribal village, which these guys just here just walked over. Africa, so just tons of barbarians and stuff. Experience that was pretty poor. Usually you'll get at least one result from tribal villages. It's better than what I've gotten here. I might have gotten it from the one that warrior's coming down to, if he survives. Pretty sure he did. Yes. Basically, especially with technology, you've got to make sure you're doing it exactly right. Usually, if you're playing on Viceroy, I suppose it doesn't really matter. This is, by the way, just walkthroughs, so if you're here to watch me win on like emperor difficulties and stuff, I'm not going to do them, because these are walkthroughs. I'll give you a general idea of how to win. Masonry will allow you to build a quarry on that stone, double speed on Stonehenge and the pyramids, and obviously you need that, otherwise somebody else is going to build it for you, i.e. Babylon, because they've got another stone resource too. Got to beat them to that. Researching right now, trying to get to literature so I can get the Great Library. You also need the Great Lighthouse. You need sailing for that. The reason why these warriors have gone the wrong way is because I was being lazy and decided to try and let them get back to the city themselves, but obviously they're trying to get through the dark areas and failing. And I think they just got swamped by lions and stuff. As you can see, I've got them. The quarry just there, and Stonehenge is only 7 turns from here. So I've got to get the marble up there too. Marble's just good for stuff like the Temple of Artemis and things like that require marble. Well, they don't require marble, but they're good for marble with marble. And they're just generally good for extra work, or whatever you'd like to call it. The blue hammer. Yes. Anyway, you'll notice that I'm overall of everything that I do very orientated. Firstly, around food. If there's a chance I can get food over anything else, I'll go for it. I'll always go for a farm over almost always go for a farm over a other villages that'll get you money. That wasn't a smart idea just there. Should have kept him going out of the way of the lines. I think he just got killed here. Yep, that's what I thought. Yes, here, building the pyramids, you need the pyramids for your UHV. Usually, unless you're playing on Emperor difficulty, you'll always get it if you do what I've done here. Unless under unusual circumstances. Pericles. You'll also notice I don't ever, or hardly ever, open borders with people, just because I hate the plague, and that's how the plague spreads. And if you really disagree with that, you can comment all you like, and shout and stuff, because I like people commenting, and that is helpful. And leave all your constructive criticism that you'd like. Getting a settler here. 4 population is, or 5 is pretty ideal for your first city, I find. I like to be nice and historically accurate sometimes, and I'll have built that next city probably where Alexandria is, which is on top of the wheat resource, and that's where I built the Great Lighthouse, but I don't think I built the Great Library there. I don't know how it's historically accurate. I'm not incredibly good with that area of history, but tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where those things got built. And it's probably not the best place to put a city anyway. Yes, after this, I think I started just building warriors and stuff, because I didn't want to be flogged by MPs later on in the game, or Impi, however you want to say it. Those lines and stuff down the right hand corner of the screen, bottom right hand corner, they did nothing. That was a bit strange. They just kind of stood there. Persia, keep building warriors. And you got monarchy, I mean hereditary rule and slavery already built in, so that's always useful. Use that to your advantage, because later on when you get wonders and your cities have high populations, just slave rush them. Don't ever be afraid to slave rush your cities. So yeah, just tell me what you think. I'll probably do more later on. Probably end up doing them in a nice orderly way. I know this was a ridiculous deal here, but I wanted fishing so I could get sailing quicker and get the lighthouse as soon as I could. And these are useful. You want to get a lot of culture, 5,000 culture. It's not easy unless you get one thing. I know I opened borders there, but I don't want him declaring war on me. That was a ridiculous deal. I don't know why I even tried. Put him into work for per budget so that the Great Lighthouse would build faster rather than going for meditation, because that's pretty useless to me in this. Almost getting there. I think this went into 2 parts, but other things like China, I think that went into 8 parts. So if you prefer the videos go longer and less parts, just tell me, because I think I've got the table gamers have unlimited lengths now, which is pretty good. Yes, and Pericles is being a bit persistent here. You can see my mouse almost going up for open borders. I do that almost automatically, because usually when I play without RFC, I just go always open borders, because you may as well. It's pretty useful. got literature, so I'll be able to build a great library, which you'll see me do here. Yeah, as you can see, one worker does you pretty fine. I know lots of people prefer to build more workers, but for Egypt it's a quick one, you know, this is a pretty quick campaign. Probably the second quickest, maybe the third. I know Babylon's probably the quickest. I did manage to do that in one part, which was pretty fast. Yeah, that was a bit ridiculous. There's no way I was gonna accept that deal. Got sailing here, so now I'll build a great lighthouse and Farboid. I'll go for music now, because the first person who researches music gets a free great artist, which is most certainly what you will need. Yeah, I deleted the warrior there. I don't know why. Probably a bad idea. Ike wonders. That's why Greece is one of my favorites. Then again, I do like Persia's UHV. That was pretty unlucky. Lost some citizens. It's better when you lose buildings in those situations, but I don't know if I had any buildings to lose. That's probably why I didn't get the option to lose any. I've never had the option to, like, the actual option of losing one or the other. It's always just been one or the other, rather than both the options there and I actually get to choose. 18 tens, I think that says, for the Great Library. It's difficult to see. I know it's not great quality, but hopefully you'll be able to read. The only things that you probably find difficult distinguishing between is 2 and 7 on the what year it is. Well, there's Judaism, very important religion, because it gives you lots and lots of culture. Very important that you always accept that. Can't remember what I did here. I didn't accept that. Didn't accept that. Theory, I don't actually know how the code for plague works, but I assume it's something to do with whatever city in the world has the most population. That's just a theory, I don't know if it's true or not, but it certainly looks like it. There's mathematics, now it's 31 turns of tell music. It's a bit ridiculous. There's not really anything else you really need to do, it's a pretty short campaign. Aside from building, there you go, slave rushed great libraries just there. Apart from building warriors to fend off the impies, which will come before you can get the victory for the culture, 5,000 culture, in whatever year it is. Can't remember now. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I think it's one of the easiest campaigns there is. Maybe. Probably couldn't prove that. I suppose it just depends on if you know how to play or not, and the way you play. Probably easier campaigns like Babylon, if you know how to play and you play right, it's probably easier and shorter. Then again, you have to play very specifically, even if it's on Viceroy. Some videos I will do Viceroy difficulty, just because these are walkthroughs rather than entertainment thingies, unless you really want them to be, and you're entertained by people winning on Viceroy, which is strange. And Christianity has been found in Jerusalem. I didn't notice that before.